good morning all. I am Dr. Hanifa Patriwalla, General Physician from RxDate Chandi, Siddhapura, Bangalore. It has started raining now in Bangalore. Air is moist, surfaces are wet and puddles are there everywhere. So mosquitoes are all around. And we all know this dengue fever is an endemic disease in our area. So today we are going to talk awareness about the dengue fever. Dengue fever is caused by a dengue virus. It's like any other virus, it is a viral disease which is spread by a mosquito bite which is called as Aedes aegypti. After the mosquito bite, within 3 to 7 days, patient will develop viral fever. Dengue virus. So depending on the severity of the dengue virus, these are 4 categories of the dengue virus. Dengue virus without any sign and symptoms, dengue virus with the sign and symptoms, dengue hemorrhagic shock and dengue shock syndrome. So we are going to discuss one by one. Majority of the patient who comes and visit us, majority of the patient they are having dengue viral without sign and symptoms. They will come with a history of fever, and that fever with a mild to high grade fever, just body pain, and this viral fever it will go within 5 to 7 days with just symptomatic treatment without having any complication. Next category it comes is the dengue viral fever with the sign and symptoms. So patient will come to you with a very high grade fever, severe body pain, joint pains, arthralgia, severe backache. That's why sometimes it is called as the breakbone fever or haddi tod bukhar. Then patient will be complaining of severe headache. He will be complaining of, whenever doctor I see here and there, my eyes it hurts a lot. And these are the usual complaints. Patient will recover with the symptomatic management, with a good hydration and with regular fruit diets. Sometimes after 5 to 7 days, after the recovery of the patient will develop severe itching all over the body and like measles kind of rashes all over the body, like red spots all over the body patient will have. And nothing to get panicked, nothing to get worried. It will be treated symptomatically and this will go. Patient will recover nicely without having any complication. In some patient, what happens, like patient is having some comorbidity like diabetes mellitus, autoimmune disease or sometimes severe end-stage renal diseases. In those patients, the body fluid in the blood vessels, it tends to seep out. Water will go out and it gets collected in the different tissue organs, different organs in the body. So sometimes patient comes with the severe abdominal pain after 7 days. After complete recovery from the fever, patient will complain of severe pain abdomen or nausea, vomiting. Or sometimes patient will be complaining of cough, breathlessness. So this fluid is seeping into the lung cavity, that is called as the pleural effusion. So these are the red flag signs which should not be avoided, which should not be taken as a granted. Immediately patient should rush to the hospital or physician and take a guidance. So then patient will be treated accordingly in the hospital. Patient will be hospitalized or whatever. Patient will be given some IV fluids or patient will be given plasma or blood transfusion has to be given. And last stage is the patient will go into the shock. So other organ failures patient will go. Now comes when patient should visit a doctor. Most of the patient, it is a general like a dengue fever with or without sign and symptoms. Patient usually viral fever, as we tell it to the patient, wait at home for 1 or 2 days with the fever. Keep taking paracetamol. Hydrate yourself nicely. Even after 2 days, if fever is not coming down, come and visit your physician. Then patient will be investigated for fever and just to find out any other illnesses are also there or not. Then patient will be treated with just paracetamol, hydration and sometimes like some other supplements like vitamin C or vitamin B complexes and vitamin K. These kind of supplements will be given to the patient. Patient will recover completely. This dengue fever, this virus has a tendency to suppress the bone marrow. So platelet counts also goes down. So that is also another panicky situation amongst the patient. Okay, my platelets counts are going down. So nothing to worry. We keep on monitoring depending on the condition of the patient, depending on the platelet counts plus hematocrit values plus hemoglobin. So patient will have to keep on doing the CBC, complete blood count. And how frequently it has to be done, that will be previous counts of the patient. So that will be taken care of by the doctor. Now comes what is the diet diet of the patient. First thing, patient will be treated just symptomatically. Second thing, it is very important thing, steroids doesn't have any role in the management of dengue. Third thing, please don't buy any antibiotics from the just medical counters. These doesn't have any roles in the management of dengue. Now comes the diet. Diet, patient should eat carb-rich diet, high carbohydrate diet, plus all fresh fruits they should eat, kiwi, pomegranate, apple, papaya. Then other supplements like vitamin C, B complexes, vitamin K, these are need to be taken. And most important thing is the fluid supplementation. Patient should be hydrated very nicely. Only water, it will not suffice it will not give you calories. So go for some probiotic like curd and buttermilk, sweet lassi, tender coconut you should go for. So all these fluids, it will, in case if it is a cold weather, then they can go for soups, vegetable soups also. So these are the things patients should take care of their health. Now comes the prevention. How to take care of this? Like prevention is better than cure. So how to prevent yourself from that? So in your houses, like just avoid the collection. Whether it is your pots, whether your plants, whether it is some drums, whatever is being kept in the open air, this mosquito it flourishes. So take care of it, close the chambers, close the puddles, there should not be any connection of the water. Second thing, one more important thing, if a patient is suffering from dengue, then that patient should sleep in a mosquito net, because if he is bitten again by another mosquito bite, and that might be a different kind of strains of the dengue virus, then the patient will go into the serious complications. So patient and otherwise also other family members, they should sleep in a mosquito net. Then if you're going out, wear full sleeves clothes, full pants, and apply mosquito repellents. So take care of all these things, be safe, take care of your health, and wish you all a very happy monsoon. Bye. Thank you.